George Kelly Ohio. My name is Vastian Also, that's with a V, not Sebastian, because a lot of people always get that mixed up. But I am glad to say that we are the promoted class of 2024. Congratulations, everybody. You guys don't know how much I've been dying to say that. But now that I did, it was even that satisfying. It sounded a lot cooler in my head. Anyways, I want to say thank you to Ms. Ryan, Mr. Cabello, and the teachers that contributed to allow me to present my speech today. I'm honored. When my brother did his speech last year, I was inspired because I saw the impact it made on me. And it made me excited to give me my speech too. I even started my night with summer hit. But man, I didn't know what to write or even start with. After some digging, I found out that I searched on Google almost a year ago. Funny quote speech to start with. Yeah, it was insanely bad grammar, but I was going to use that one quote that told me to imagine everyone in their underwear to make me feel less nervous. But that just made me really uncomfortable. I was thinking though, and a great idea came up in my head. What's a better start than the start itself? Elementary school. In first grade, I was a newcomer. I didn't really know how to communicate except saying yes and no. But my teacher, Miss Bunton, saved me by teaching me how to communicate with others. If I hadn't learned this, then I probably wouldn't have learned. I probably wouldn't have been friends with many wonderful people. All I really remember was drawing turkeys with our hands and fighting over fuzzballs and markers for Fun Friday. And I also remember this one time when Miss Bunton told me to point where my knee was, and I pointed out my stomach. So yeah, I still needed to learn a lot. Regardless, we have come a long way from that. Though it almost feels like it was yesterday, it has been 8 long years. All of our years at George Kelly have been very action-packed. Through dabbing in second, flossing in third, and dabbing and flossing in fourth. All the way to being excited for our first cringy middle school dance with the so-called big kids in center. Even though we just stood around and sat on our phones for a couple hours. Sorry, Miss Atkins. But you know, as we stand on the edge of high school, it is still important to reflect on all the memories we made. Like the time we thought we aced that math test, only to find out it was about science, distance, velocity, ratio, and time. Please help me, Miss Carr. But there really is something special with this group of people. I mean, we may not get the Pythagorean theorem right the first time, but we sure know how to solve the mystery of the messy lunch tray that would always get us in trouble because no one would clean it up. Besides that, me and my peers have a lot of potential, other than just solving lunch mysteries and taking tests about science that feels like math. I assure you, everyone here will leave a legacy behind today. Last year, in the beginning of the year, Miss Atkins asked our leadership class a question. It read, what legacy do you want to leave behind today? At first I thought a legacy was what you were best at, but a legacy isn't about the grades you had or how you looked or how popular you were. It's about the leadership and character you have developed. Whether it was making people's days or being a role model to look up to, or even bringing back the most balls during the 8-ball in PE. Either way, everyone is unique in their own way, and I can't wait to see what everyone will grow up to become. Justin Bieber once said, as long as you believe in yourself, anything is possible. However, none of this would have been possible without our teachers. Today, we are all filled with gratitude for each and every one of our teachers. So let's give them a round of applause. They have been more than just educators. They've been our mentors, role models, and champions of our success. From the moment we have entered the school, they have all greeted us with warmth, patience, and a genuine passion for teaching. I will not forget your voices, especially when someone tells us to do your work, or our PE teachers encouraging us by saying, you've got 3 minutes left during the line. Also, think about it. If you can survive dodgeball, you can survive high school, right? I also thank our office staff. Without you, I think I might have not been able to get through these years. From making sure we feel the best during school, to making sure our school runs smoothly. Thank you to Ms. Ryan, Mr. Cabello, and our past principals too. They showed us a lot of care throughout our years here and made sure we had the highest education possible. They also made our school very engaging with our fun events. The fun run, the color run, the dances, none of it would have been possible without you guys. Which means we would have never tasted the rainbow, literally. During the color run, I can still taste that nasty color powder. Thank you, Mr. Ardisho, and our past counselors too, for making sure we are prepared for high school and making sure we are healthy, physically and mentally. We all appreciate you, but our gratitude extends beyond the classroom walls to our custodians. Thank you for your endless dedication to keeping our school clean, safe, and welcoming. From mopping floors, fixing leaky faucets, or even scrubbing nacho sauce off the lunchroom floor. Your work goes unnoticed, but its impact is felt every single day. When Miss Esther hands out fun stickers and toys, or Mr. Jason always making sure we cross the street safe. These might seem like small actions, but all of our custodians make sure they create an environment where we can learn, thrive, and make memories that will last a lifetime. So thank you to the George County staff. We are all grateful for you, and we are now prepared to enter the next chapter of our lives, carrying the knowledge, memories, and manners we learned from you guys. To our parents, I save the best for last. Your sacrifices, whether big or small, is not unnoticed. Thank you for everything. Your long lectures, the lessons that we thought meant nothing, and even times where you didn't try to embarrass us in front of our friends are appreciated. From packing lunches and attending every single school event with pride has shown us that no one is ever more important than us. And surprising us with the best gifts has shown us that no one is ever more important than you. Thank you, Mom and Dad. I love you. I am sad today, leaving behind the school that has once scared me from just looking at the front gates. All my struggles, memories, and people have been with me through this whole journey, and I wouldn't go on that journey with anyone else. I couldn't even talk to someone back then without being afraid. But now look, I'm up here presenting my speech to everybody. Thank you to my friends, not just my peers, but teachers, staff, parents, subs, kids, and even animals I have bonded with through my 8 years here. We have all forged an indestructible bond that not even the most divine powers can break. But I'm happy to leave and seek out the new adventures and memories to come. As Charles Dickens once said, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. But you can scratch the second part. Thank you for the laughs, the memories, and unforgettable experiences. And I hope our futures will be bright as our highlighters and our friendships as strong as our Wi-Fi signals. Actually, they're pretty weak, so I hope they're strong as our dedication to graduate high school. Stay awesome, stay hilarious, and most importantly, stay true to yourself. Last, I want to end my speech with a quote from Caesar herself. As we journey into the future, let's remember that our strength lies in not only our achievements, but in the resilience of our spirits. Also, don't forget, once an eagle, always a eagle.